taxpayers $20,000 a year per family for health care insurance, and what the teachers contribute for a family on a monthly basis is $30. So there's a huge divide there.
I appreciate that fact. I know that fact. And the other thing to throw in this in answers to Don's question before you get going is,
John,
there is still revenue gaps in place. So when they sit down and bargain, it's not freebies everywhere. You know, there's still a cap on school district spending. So that's going to affect the bargaining also. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
John, you know, listening to you talk, and you seem to have a fear of cutting services. I don't know what that fear is all about. And I know it has to go along with your general socialist ideals. So as you want to keep funding and funding all the social programs that the state has and what's coming down the pipe, what you do, and it's a domino effect, is business leaves the state. People leave the state, as you know, teachers in particular, to go to Florida where the taxes are lower, to retire, etc. So it's a huge domino effect of funding all these programs and funding and funding and funding without really too much inquiry as to the legitimacy of those programs. How do you think that is going to attract business to this state?
I think that there's a couple things that business really depends on government to do. One is to provide, especially through the technical school, to provide educated workers. I think they depend on the infrastructure, and they depend on quality of life. The recruitment analysis that I've seen in terms of Wisconsin trying to draw people to either keep their companies in Wisconsin or to bring them in from other states is education and quality of life are very, very high. I know Gordy Casala had a whole series on this thing several years ago about how to get young, talented, knowledge workers especially, that quality of life is a major, major consideration. The governor and the legislature in this budget has several features for business investment and high-tech investment. Let me just remind you that Johnson Wax doesn't pay any state taxes. You know, they haven't for a number of years. And there's a reason for that, because they're reinvesting in research so heavily that they can write it off and their expenditure, and they're doing just fine in Racine, Wisconsin. I believe our state is very, very competitive compared to other states in many, many ways for business. I know that Governor Doyle has been very sympathetic to research and business breaks and angel investment and on and on.